What's up, y'all? It's Kinky Rats, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we finna be switching it up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should do something. So every Friday, I'm finna be doing a little fun video for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this time, to start it off, we're starting with 5 clown horror stories animated. You know what I'm saying? It's 30 minutes long, so we're not gonna get into all 30 of it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna only do like 2 stories because it got like the story thing right here. So we finna get the 2 stories because it's 13 minutes and 17 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I be watching this dude on the low. You know what I'm saying? Cause anime, I don't know, this little horror story thing look entertaining, but it be putting me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I might rap 2 or 3. 3 is a lucky number right there. But we finna get into the 2, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
The following story is told from the point of view of a female.
Scary. Oh, I didn't even read the title. We got 5 clown horror stories. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So 2016, y'all remember when clowns was going crazy? That's all I remember. Clown. I don't know how y'all be scared of clowns, but like I'm really not even scared of clowns. Also, y'all be having some weird horror phases.
And drove from Miami to Naples to visit my family.
Naples.
Being new parents, we were extremely nervous about taking such a lengthy trip with
shirt,
the baby, and packed for every possible scenario. We left shortly after 12. My boyfriend behind the wheel, and we hit the highway, which was swollen with holiday traffic. After about an hour of driving, the baby became fussy, and we pulled over at a rest stop to feed her and change her diaper.
Bro, put on a shirt, bro. You can't have your baby
stretching.
Bro, your baby gonna get hypothermia, bro. You gonna have your baby in the car freezing cold. Your baby gonna get hypothermia with no shirt on and a freezing hot car.
I looked across the street in the direction he was pointing. There was a clown with a purple star painted over his face, and wild, crazy, unkempt black hair, and a purple and white checkered outfit standing on the opposite side of the parking lot, just waving to people as they pulled in and out of the rest stop. I chuckled and returned to what I was doing, unbothered by the clown, figuring it was just part of some kind of promotion.
Like this.
As we pulled out of the station, the clown waved at us, and I gave a lazy acknowledgement back. Just before my boyfriend took his foot off the brake and eased into traffic, the clown gave me the most hungry, sinister smile I had ever seen, and shouted, "You would look amazing draped over my lap." Even through the closed car window, I heard him clearly, and said, "Wow, what a creep."
What a creep, dude.
As we drove away, I repeated what the clown had said to my boyfriend, who hadn't quite heard it.
Oh, Lord.
And for a few minutes, he was dead set on turning around to confront him.
You really gonna confront a crackhead, bro?
As we still had a long drive ahead of us. We arrived in Naples shortly after.
You gotta leave them people alone.
And by then, I had already forgotten about the incident and didn't even bring it up to my parents. We had a great time at my parents' place and ended up leaving close to 11:30 at night, much later than we had intended to. My parents tried to convince us to stay, and while we had plenty of stuff for the baby, we hadn't packed any overnight things for ourselves. So we decided just to commit to the drive. We figured that there would be a lot less traffic, and it would take a shorter amount of time to get home. My boyfriend had been driving for about 45 minutes when he asked me if I wouldn't mind taking over, as he was having a hard time keeping his eyes focused. I told him to pull over at the next rest area, and I would take the wheel. After a few minutes, we see a sign for a rest area and pull into it. It wasn't the same rest stop as before. It had no bathrooms, vending machines, or anything. It was basically just a long parking lot, with 1 row of parking spaces which looped back onto the road. My boyfriend pulled the car into a spot, nose first, so it was facing a long chain link fence, and beyond it, there was just trees and a swamp. I couldn't see anything specific in the glow of the headlights. He put the car in park and left the engine running, and the lights on as he climbed out of the driver's seat. The baby started to fuss as soon as the car stopped moving. And after I climbed out of the passenger seat,
baby still don't got no shirt on, bro. Bro, how do y'all go from where I went from? I don't know where I went from, but somewhere with Naples. I'm saying, how y'all travel all the way to someone's house and the baby still don't got no shirt on, man?
My boyfriend climbed into the passenger seat.
Not good parents for that. Your baby got hypothermia going on,
and would probably fall back asleep when we started driving again. I shut the back door and made my way to the driver's seat.
Close that back door, can't get stained by my homie Charlotte Dirt.
And something being dragged across the metal links, steadily drawing closer. I turned in the direction of the noise, and for a split second, I only noticed the dark outline of a figure on the opposite side of the fence.
Bro, you're standing.
Until I stepped into the light of our headlights. It was the exact same clown from the other.
You're standing outside the car, bro. If I was to see the same dude, I would have hopped back in my car. I'd be like, yo, this dude following me.
This time, he had a large red stain splattered across his purple and white costume, and was dragging a broken beer bottle across the fence. He pressed his face directly into the gaps in the fence and smiled at me. He cackled. Hello again. And started making lewd gestures with his tongue. I was at a loss for words. It was so unbelievably surreal that I could only stare at him in disbelief and horror, not knowing whether I should be truly afraid or start laughing at the absurdity of it. My boyfriend launched himself out of the passenger seat and screamed, "Get in the car!"
Bro, so
I opened his car door.
Why don't you go in the car?
Out, and the sound could be heard across the silent parking lot. And the clown immediately started singing in a grotesque, uneven voice. Rock-a-bye baby in the tree.
Menace to society right there.
Up when the clown comes, the cradle will rock. My parents had given us a set of fancy glasses for our dining room table.
Yeah.
My boyfriend launched one directly at the clown. The glass shattered against the chain link fence.
You just wasted a cup, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not much people don't have no cups out in the world. They gotta use their hand. They gotta be at this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even making fun of them. Bro, the clown is behind a gate, bro. He's not doing nothing. Unless he's gonna hop over like a kangaroo over that gate. You know what I'm saying?
And sprayed tiny razor projectiles all over. The clown hissed and immediately booked it into the fence.
Look at
My boyfriend and I jumped into the car.
I would have took off, bro. I would have did like. I would have went 0 to 16 about 2.2 seconds, bro.
We saw the clown charging towards us across the parking lot.
Even in the parking lot, I would have done that. Boom, booted
out of the lot and back onto the highway. For the next several minutes, my heart was racing, convinced that at any moment a speeding car would come up behind us and try to run us off the road. But fortunately, that never happened. We were so shaken and traumatized that all we could do for the rest of the way home was ask each other over and over again, what the heck just happened? We could only speculate what the guy was doing out there at 12
What the heck is he doing?
Dressed like a clown in the middle of the Everglades on Thanksgiving night. We considered that he was just trying to mess with people. But you would need some serious balls to pull that kind of stunt out there in the Everglades.
Lord.
The people that live around there don't put up with that kind of nonsense.
Imagine dressing up as a clown in 2021,
hiding behind the dark fence for a completely random car to show up so he could traumatize them.
Bro.
I don't know if the stain on his suit was actually blood, but he made us feel threatened enough that we felt justified throwing something at him.
Wine could be anything.
Seeing as how his response was to charge us, I suspect that his intentions were hostile. The fact that we had seen him earlier that day made the situation even worse, because it felt like he was stalking us. My boyfriend had a license to carry a gun, so all I can say is
that was scrapped
it's a good thing that he wasn't packing that particular night.
He wasn't
this
packing.
Thanksgiving, we planned to stay home. I know when most people think of a female clown, they immediately think of the charismatic and very sexy Batman villain Harley Quinn, but I promise they're not all like that. Back in 2012, I was walking home one night at around 9. I live in Gilbert, Arizona, and was walking by a large, wide-open park with a couple of soccer fields.
Bro got them big AirPods in his ears, bro. Those are humongous, bro. Those are bigger than my fake ones, bro.
On and illuminating the fields, and I noticed someone sitting.
Hey, nah, though. Don't let any bastards do it, bro. No cap. Your internet is sweet, though. I ain't gonna cap.
Legged out on the grass.
What the heck?
I pulled out my earbuds and stepped off.
Bro, what's going on with NFL, bro?
Look. At first, I thought maybe it was someone who had hurt themselves. But as I took a few steps closer, I noticed that it was a young woman, perhaps in her early 20s, leaning forward over something.
Why are you
hard to tell her exact
Why are you approaching someone like, bro? This is why we cannot go outside right now. You got idiots approaching a lady on the floor looking like a maniac. Bro, she don't have no mask on. You don't have no mask on, bro. Get away from that. You gonna get a robo.
and a red heart and a black spade painted on her cheeks.
Black spade.
Her top lip was painted black, and her bottom lip dark red.
Godly, bro.
She was wearing a gray hoodie with the hood up.
Imagine.
But had 2 holes cut on either side to accommodate her blonde pigtails. I stopped in my tracks and glanced around.
Try hard, bro.
Convinced that this was a YouTube prank or something. But we were in the middle of a wide open area, and aside from the occasional car passing by, we seemed completely alone. The clown lady was wearing bright red sneakers, torn jeans, and some kind of clawed glove on her right hand like Freddy Krueger. I was only a dozen feet or so away, close enough to say something, but I decided to back away slowly and not engage in whatever she was doing.
Oh my, you're such a weirdo, bro. How you gonna walk up to a girl, put with your hands in your pockets, and then look at them, and then just walk away? What?
Back.
Either way, you're stupid for walking up to them.
Where are you going? Come here.
No, I'm good, I replied, and continued to walk away. For the first time, she looked up and smiled way too big, showcasing far more teeth and gums than was necessary. She raised the clawed hand.
She got some teeth that's, bro. She remind me of someone with them teeth, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
And I noticed that at the ends of
I got a white teeth like me, bro. Oh my, she remind me of somebody with them teeth, bro. Some crooked teeth.
You sure? More for me then.
That's when she pulled out a large kitchen knife, the size of an ear of corn.
Ear of corn?
Started cutting into the thing on the ground.
What is that?
I glanced back down and noticed the thing that she was leaning over appeared to be a dead bird of some kind.
Yo, people like this need to stay home, bro. If I'm doing my little run, listen to some Young Boy or some Broadway, you know what I'm saying? I'm not turn it off to see no random girl in the corner cutting up some duck. What is this? I don't want no duck sauce on my stuff. I want no dust off of my stuff. You got me messed up.
And she was using her clawed hand to pull the feathers off.
Ooh, she got Roro. She got Roro.
Then pulled out a flask out of her pocket,
bro,
and threw it back.
I'm pretty sure there's a local McDonald's, Wendy's, something you can eat, bro. You're eating duck, bro. She's a yee.
Twig.
Nah, not even they do that.
I nearly fell backwards into the road as I maneuvered myself off the grass and onto the sidewalk. I didn't want to turn my back on her the whole time.
Plug walk,
yeah. It was a prank, and I just started looking around in every direction
plug walk, plug talk, yeah. On my plug walk,
there was no one else even remotely close by.
I got that woo walk, that goo walk. Ain't no about me, yeah. Put a 12 on my feet, yeah. They don't know about me.
As I reached the intersection,
I was
forced to wait for the traffic light to change so I could cross safely. My earbuds were back in, but
you see a girl painting her face, ripped up clothes, claws, cutting up a duck, and you tell me you're gonna run away, but wait for the traffic light. If I don't see no car going and the light is green, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure I look both ways like 4 times. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna run, bro. I'm not gonna get cut up and eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, these some weirdos, bro. They don't like eat some food near you, bro. Eat some duck, bro.
I was so confused and unnerved by what I had just seen.
Some big AirPods.
I glanced over my shoulder and saw, to my horror,
look at this.
The lady clown was walking up the sidewalk towards me, appearing to be looking directly at me.
I'm not gonna lie. I would hit with that Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? I would hit with that Bruce Lee. Like, what you following me for? No baps.
Dropped my earbuds again.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person, but if I'm getting threatened like that, of course.
The light was still green, and the cars had the right of way. I sprinted across.
Thank you.
When I reached the other side,
tired.
I turned and saw that she was still approaching the intersection.
Tired already.
She waved at me with her clawed hand, and a few feathers fluttered to the ground. She called out to me,
"Don't get killed tonight."
At least I'm pretty sure that's what she said. There were
howdy million. Oh no. Jesus. There's some weirdos in the world.
I literally ran home, entered my gated apartment complex, and went the long way around the building.
You are dumb people, bro. My bad for pausing so much, but why would you run directly home? You feel what I'm saying? I would have went to like a friend's house or around the house. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go directly home, cause you know this little creep would have been following me, they would have known where I stay at. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna know where I stay at. You know what I'm saying?
Just to make sure I wasn't being followed, I then climbed up the stairs, locked both of my locks, and stared out my peephole in a panic for about 5 minutes before I
imagine seeing this dude running, bro.
I didn't turn on any lights in the apartment, and instead used my phone to navigate to my bedroom, and then used a light from my laptop screen to change and go to bed.
What? This dude open his laptop and try to change, bro. You never heard of a phone flashlight.
The following day, when the sun was high in the sky, I double-checked the spot where the clown lady had been.
Yeah.
And the mutilated remains of a bird were lying on the grass. A few weeks later, I saw her again in broad daylight. I was driving my friend's car and noticed her walking down the sidewalk in full makeup in the exact same hoodie, dragging a garbage bag behind her.
Crackheads.
I turned the car around out of morbid curiosity and followed her for about a half mile, pulling over on the side of the road to let her walk ahead for a while and slowly continuing on.
When
she reached the wide
she's on
open
bath
plot
salts,
of
bro.
dirt,
Holy
I
moly.
saw her pull out what looked like to be a dead rat from the garbage bag. She cut it open with a switchblade and wrung it.
These people disgust me, bro. Literally, McDonald's. You can get some fries for about like 25 cents, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. You're eating a rat, bro? You're disgusting, bro. She got Roro. She got Roro and some other stuff, bro. She must got Ebola, too.
Like a sponge, blood spilling onto the ground, and probably all over her clothes as well. That's when she turned towards me, and with blood running down her fingers, raised her right hand, and put her thumb between her index finger and middle finger. This is known as giving someone the fig, and if anything, it's even more obscene than raising your middle finger.
The fig?
I immediately backed the car up and got the hell out of there. It's not that when she turned towards me that bothered me. She easily could have realized that she was being followed. It was the gesture she gave me. It's one I commonly use at people in traffic, and I always get a kick out of it because hardly anyone knows what...
Bro, he must live in like Australia or something, bro. What is a wake, bro?
...means. But I've never seen anyone else use it in my life, and the fact that she did really shook me. I mean, what are the chances?
Bro, she in the plug walk. Yeah.
I've since moved, but my buddy still lives out there, and occasionally tells me he spots her wandering the side of the road. So next time you're in Gilbert, keep an eye out.
Bro, imagine, bro. This fool, oh, eating animals, bro. I can't even think of that, bro. How long this story gonna be? 17:40. Alright, it's gonna be a 6-minute story. Y'all boys stay tuned for what I'm saying. It's gonna be like a little decent video.
Because my previous one was a Swedish guy who had been having some trouble with homesickness. Eventually it got too much and moved away to somewhere with a colder climate. So, as you do, I put some ads up on various sites, and it didn't take long before a guy called Robert responded.
Robert?
We messaged back and forth a couple of times and arranged to meet up one day at Starbucks. I was immediately struck by his easy charm and wit. You couldn't hope to meet a person who was easier to talk to.
Man, like Scarface.
He was in art school with ambitions of making it big as a painter. How exactly one would go about that, I had no idea. But we had become friends straight away, and I didn't think twice about letting him move in. And just before we parted ways that day, Rob, as he'd insisted I'd call him, asked a question I really didn't anticipate. Hey, I know this is a weird question, but, are you by chance afraid of clowns?
It's not really a weird question because, you know what I'm saying? It's 2021 and people are scared of clowns, bro. Like, it's literally a human that has weapons, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're scared of a clown and you see one, just run away, you know what I'm saying?
He said with a weird smile. I suppose so.
But I wouldn't say that on a date, like, what the heck? Or if I'm boy, I'll probably say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull out the...
I probably watched Stephen King's It at a stupidly young age.
Oh, it is fake. It is fake.
Oh, damn. He said, I'm a clown on the weekends. I do like charity events and fundraisers.
Yo, I know this dude did not pull up on a date and tell this girl his job. If your job is a clown on the weekend, you don't tell no girl that on a date. This man need advice, man. Jeez.
Kids in hospitals sometimes. Is that a problem for you? I mean, I know some people are
You should have kept that a secret, big boy. Or little boy.
Oh, of course not. That sounds cool. It's just the bad clowns that scare me.
If you were doing this in Florida, bro, instantly she would have got up, left her seat, bro. What she look like? You know what I'm saying?
Personally,
no messing with no clowns over here.
Rob didn't seem scary.
This must be some Utah
I
stuff.
promise. I don't kill kids, he said with a grin. He threw his neck back and drained the last of the coffee from the cup. It's the adults I go for. I burst out laughing at his dark sense of humor. What a cool guy, I thought.
Yo, that's a school threat right there, bro. Holy moly.
Forward to this new roommate.
You say you don't go for the kids, but still he's a school threat, bro.
Our first few weeks living together went about
She blocked him. She must have blocked him.
And things were a good deal more peaceful than they had been.
He's in your house?
Roommate.
What the heck?
I definitely didn't
that's the roommate.
Woken up at unholy hours by his sobbing.
I thought it was a date.
Get up, go to class, come home, and paint or have a quick drink with a friend or two. Sometimes on the weekend, he'd put on his clown suit and go out to those charity events that he talked about. He didn't seem like a scary clown. He was so cool, in fact, that he even began to change my view of clowns. There was a freezer in our kitchen that I told Rob not to bother using. It hadn't been right since before he moved in. I kept meaning to call someone to come out and look at it or replace it, but I guess it must have slipped his mind. One day, about 5 months after Rob moved in, I came home to find the lights on, but total silence in the house. That was strange. Rob was always watching TV or playing his guitar. He hated silence. But I really knew something was up when I noticed something different about that freezer. The freezer door was open. I walked over and looked inside. Oh my god. 8 chunks of a human body.
Bro, instantly, bro, I'm turning to Usain Bolt, you know what I'm saying? I'm running out of that building, you know what I'm saying? Cause I wouldn't even, bro, if I'm doing, I guess he was doing an interview with his roommate. I wouldn't find no roommate off the internet, bro. You're so weirdo. I want to live by myself.
Neatly and stored tightly on the shelves. God. I can't really explain how I felt in that moment.
I can't imagine either.
What the hell can you do in that situation?
Just
my mind was
starstruck, bro.
And I thought back to the day we met Rob, and he made that joke about only
adults.
Holy shit. Just then, a faint shuffling noise came from Rob's room.
Run.
What to do?
Yeah, plug walk. Hey.
I tiptoed over to his room to see
I'm in Hawaii with
happening.
My little walk.
I don't know. I suppose adrenaline just takes over at that point.
Adrenaline, hey man.
Sure enough.
Adrenaline is something, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? One day, I'm going to tell you a little quick story before y'all leave, you know what I'm saying? One day, Kinky was, you know what I'm saying, taking up the trash, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, like a white thing just came on my view side, like a white thing, like actively walking, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or running. I look, it's a dog running, bro. Instantly, I take off, you know what I'm saying? I run into my room. I run into the house. I don't forgot to close the door, so the dog came in the house and was barking like, you know what I'm saying? But at that instant, they're actually running, bro.
There he was, lying on the floor with a mad look in his eyes as he stared at the ceiling. After a long delay in which I'm sure he was aware of my presence, he looked up at me. "You sick bastard. I'm calling the police."
Why are you telling him that, bro? Close them.
Clowns are the worst roommates, don't you think? Always uncovering the dead bodies in places you specifically told them not to look. I'm afraid I had to kill him too. So now my old Swedish friend has a dorm partner to sleep along with him in that big freezer. Oh, by the way, I'm still looking for a new roommate.
Bro,
if anyone's interested.
Seeing you do this stupid foolishness again, bro. Why are you recommending people to hit you up about being a roommate when people are watching a scary story, bro? You're weird, bro. No bad. And this dude is a menace to society right now. You know what I'm saying? He's laughing like an idiot, a maniac. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the rest of the video. You know what I'm saying? We only got 3 stories long out of 5. You know what I'm saying? That's a good ratio, right? 3 out of 5. That's like a 85 on the test, right? But still though, make sure to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do something like this every Friday, just to spark it up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe though. I'm gonna say it as much times as I can until I get as much service as I want or need. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all boys watch out for clowns. They're coming tonight.